I am so excited to be here with my co-commentator.
This is a very exciting race. I haven't looked at a lot of them and been like, I really, really want to be here, but this is definitely one of the ones where like both of the players are just exciting because of their track records. Like I just know that it's going to be good to watch. There are just going to be so many things that are very impressive.
Yeah, a really cool thing with these two runners is that they've both improved like a lot in the recent, like even month. I know
Yeah.
Marcus went from a 3x or went from a 4x to a 3x to a 2x, and
Mm-hmm.
Axel got a 33 very recently and now has a low 33.
Yeah, it's
So
like in
very
the
cool to
running
see.
for 32.
Yeah.
Axel also, I'm trying to remember when it was, but Axel like switched control schemes. I think like a couple months ago,
Oh yeah,
and then
he
just completely picked the pace back up. Like it was such a quick
yeah
adjustment for him. I don't know how he does that actually.
he plays half controller, half keyboard, and so he has his right hand on his controller and then his left hand on his keyboard. It's so cool.
It's bizarre, but I mean, whatever works.
I mean, yeah. Hmm. The only real like strat differences between these two runners is that Marcus does right side rafters and Axel does left side.
Oh, does Axel do okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to be able to see both, I think.
Hmm. Hopefully, we'll open the non-debug version of the game soon. There we go.
I think too, this is interesting because like their PBs are almost exactly a minute apart, and so, but the thing is, at this point, like you said, strat differences aren't really a thing. Like besides left side, you're pretty much going to be seeing them do exactly the same thing, and so I feel like as a viewer, it's really interesting to consider where the minute goes. Like
Yeah.
because the movement should be exactly the same too. Like with some
Uh-huh.
minor exceptions, they should be trying to do the rooms exactly the same, and so it's really all about execution. Um, and I think like especially with a game like this, it's always the question of like the minor time saves, like how much does it actually matter? And you just gradually throughout the entire run get to see it stack up like that.
Yeah, I feel like once you get a sub 34, that's like you're not making like any like major mistakes, like dying obviously or anything. And
Mm,
then you start to slowly increase because there's not as much time you can save. And so then you like really start paying attention to the minor time saves in each room.
mhm. And there's also the point at which you start like watching the comm subs and like literally going
Yeah.
through every single room and making sure that your movement is the same. I think Axel's at that point. Certainly Marcus is obviously because he's a contender for like top run, but I think both of them kind of expect to go through the room in a very similar way as well. So it's just very minor differences in how well they greet it and stuff like that. Okay, I think both are ready.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like we're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Starting the countdown.
Team countdown.
Dude, let's go.
Oh, Axel's not on file select.
No, the
This is
4 seconds, dude. No.
here we go. Here we go. Go, Axel, go.
Quick, he's gonna see the countdown and just be like, "Oh my gosh!" I think first round I did that, and I got so nervous for no reason. Like, nerves are crazy in KP.
Yes, because you don't want to.
You don't want a hard fall.
Don't want
Like,
to
you don't
hard.
want to miss a jump. You like sometimes you just see like high 52s, like top runners because they don't want to greet anything.
Exactly. Yeah. Go all the way down for the bench fly. That's everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and Axel is in now, so we're good.
I know Marcus has a solid PC. I'm not completely sure about Axel. I think their PC is fine. So I don't really know what's going to be happening with loads,
Mm,
but it shouldn't be really like a major difference.
no, it often isn't because there's also just so much disparity in the play in general. Like, it's hard to know how much the loads account for it.
I-51, very solid.
Classic Marcus move, getting 51 KP out of nowhere. Because he had to go down for the Venge Flight too.
Yeah. Oh, right, because Marcus has the world record in
For King's
KP.
Pass, that's correct, yeah.
That's just crazy.
Does Marcus turn around in the well? He doesn't. Oh my god.
Wow, oh my gosh, wait, can you believe this?
I think that's crazy, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
Axel also had a
Axel,
high 51.
51. We literally said that at the same time. Same brain cell.
So it's just one brain cell between the two of us.
Marcus, was it his fault getting hit or?
He got hit by a Grezzer, yeah. But it was a good recovery. With middle drop, you have to be careful. Like, if you get hit by the Grezzer, the timings line up such that you're going to also get hit by the Tick-Ticks if you don't position yourself correctly. So it takes a little bit more attention, and Marcus avoided it, so that was quite good.
I think Axel turned around by accident because it was at the very end, so he was probably just pressing random buttons.
Axel...
No, Axel.
That sucks. There's not much you can do about that, unfortunately, but...
Yeah.
I think it was interesting that he decided to go right side after getting hit on the first Grezzer. I've started doing that too, and I think it's just a good reaction.
Yeah. Because you get hit right, you can just open inventory immediately.
Oh, no double spike from Axel. I think Marcus did get it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'm watching the stream for some reason. I don't know why. Because, like, you said it before I saw it, and I'm just like, wait. Looks like Marcus is on pace for, like, a 29.
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's hard to tell. False Knight RNG can actually matter a surprising amount. If you get the worst one, it is, like, over a second time loss. It's pretty absurd, but he got the best one, so...
With up slash, False Knight can jump right, but as long as he doesn't like turn into a rocket, you can still get the 2 slashes in the air.
Yeah.
.306 is 30 pace, and it will be 307. But Marcus has a good enough PC that this is gonna be like a 30.7, right?
Yeah, I think this is high 30.
The RNG. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, so the point of the up slash is to be able to continue walking toward False Knight, so you can track it. And so Axel did do an up slash, but he didn't do the part where he kept walking, so he wasn't quite able to reach False Knight.
I don't know. Okay, that's good to take it. I don't know if that was a far enough jump that he wasn't going to be able to get it. It was definitely going to be close.
Yeah.
That is a rough yes for Axel.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate. This is like about +9, +10 on Marcus, so...
I'd say probably nerves coming into effect.
Yeah. But also just, it is a very RNG heavy split, right? Like Marcus got better, he only got hit once in the drop, and better False Knight RNG, so it's not completely in your control, unfortunately.
Yeah. Marcus went neutral there because he got a high bench fight pogo. Didn't want to fall off.
This is fair. Oh, fascinating Balder strategy. Okay. I've never seen that.
Optimal pogo.
So good.
I'm glad that runners are starting to go farther left instead of like in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, I agree. It's scary to greed because like there's not a great visual cue for what makes the big Balder close up. It can feel kind of invariant, but like yeah, it's generally better to be further left.
Yeah, once you get it down, it just I don't know. It's like anything.
Yeah. Oh, Marcus. Okay.
Marcus going for the 2 hits. It's better if you have Forceful not to. I think he was thinking that like he was going to be able to get the Gruzzer that was flying in the air, but it just moved too far right.
Yeah, I think he had an opportunity to upslash, but it just kind of he like
Yeah.
lucked up a little bit, so it was
It's hard to like commit in that situation.
And that's a sub 520 green path entrance. I think generally that's pretty great for for a race.
Yeah. Aksel getting fine RNG. Honestly, Marcus might. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Okay, got the quick kill though.
Does do a 1 fireball. Wow.
Marcus doing 1 fireball for the first one?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He won't be doing it for the second one, I don't think.
No, he's got the soul for it. Yeah, not going for the Moss Charger anymore. That's a difference now with Moss Knights, just because Geo isn't quite as tight. Oh no!
Saves a whole 0.4. Just giving the Mossy. Can we get Dude Pogo?
Dude Pogo? Nice. He did Pogo that dude. That's pretty wild.
What do you think that loses? Like 5, 6?
Yeah, that's probably a good guess. I to be honest, I never did do Pogo, so I wouldn't know,
yeah.
It was kind of interesting too the way he did the 2 fireball, where like he went for 1 fireball and like kept moving forward, and then he tried again. Like he turned around and shot the second fireball. Like he didn't trust that he was gonna get 1 fireball.
Did he like? So he did the fireball, went left, and then turned back around right to do another fireball?
Exactly, yeah. And that's usually not like you do that for some fireball skips, but not for that one. So I'm gonna guess that he was trying to go for 1 fireball and didn't trust it.
Yeah, definitely. It's so hard, like with that turnaround, to like not lose enough height that you still make it.
Yeah.
Aksel hitting both fireball skips very well. Marcus, though, is having a rough green path.
That was a very interesting Moss Knight strategy. Oh, didn't hit the back one though. One of the fireballs missed. So with Moss Knights, they'll spawn into the room and then they'll either decide to walk left or right for the walking ones, and you get bad RNG if it walks to the right, because that means it's so far off screen that your fireballs won't be able to hit it.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened to Marcus. Is at least one of his fireballs didn't hit, and so he had to waste time nail slashing, which is unfortunate. Oh, Marcus, okay.
Okay.
I believe. He wins these.
He wins these fights against Hornet.
This is a tricky fight, but I think he's got it.
Okay. We're not tensing, you're tensing. Okay.
And Aksel with a more standard green path, I would say.
I think they're like honestly pretty even now.
Yeah, that was.
Looked like.
That's pretty rough, unfortunately.
Yeah, for a 520. Yeah, that's really.
But that's kind of the nature of this split, unfortunately. It's just.
Yeah.
The standards are so high now, where it's basically because you're at walking speed. It's like do every room perfect and then get like acceptable RNG. And so if you don't do any of those things, it's like wow, that was really bad. But it wasn't really bad. Like it was just 1 or 2 mistakes that stacked really hard.
Okay, Aksel having a little bit of a Met Hornet, but yeah, they're both very even now, which is nice to see.
I think Aksel is even ahead at this point.
Comes my favorite split.
Is that true?
Oh, I need to make a strats post for this split.
For the wiggle.
No, for the WoW room, I have a really good dash setup at the end. I don't know if you do it. I'm not sure. It's like you don't jump at the end, you just jump at the very end, or you just dash at the very end of the last platform. It lines up perfectly.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that room, optimizing something like that, you want your last dash to be as far left as possible, so that as you go into the transition, you get more dash speed.
And that kind of something that I saw you do in a gauntlet room, where you don't jump to the conveyor. It lines up perfectly with the dash at the end of the platform to the conveyor.
Yeah, same idea, exactly. And this seems overall good execution from both. Both got the drop before fungal drop, which honestly I think is pretty hard.
Yeah.
And Marcus is a Weepogo enjoyer.
I think Aksel is also a Weepogo enjoyer.
Weepogo is extremely good. I remember thinking that it was like way harder than the beginner one, but it's just so structured. Like there's just such a good setup for it, or there's multiple good setups for it, that it feels easier to hit in a lot of circumstances.
Yeah. It's just me, or did Marcus have to wait? Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
like the most painful mistake in all of any percent man.
But at least he did it.
Yeah.
Didn't go out too early, that would be...
Maybe he got the frame. Honestly, you should have just gone for it.
Yeah, in a race, obviously, you just gotta go for
Race,
it. Yeah. And both getting Mantis Pogo, too.
Fire Pogo's way too good. Yeah.
It's true. Fire Pogo does save a lot of time. Aksel did the wiggles.
They don't save time, but I mean, it's a fun
Yeah.
little thing to do.
Yeah.
I guess if your pause button isn't across your keyboard, do whatever you want.
It's true. Well, Axel's pause button is in his other hand. So.
Yes. Alright, so 1 second of separation here. Aksel, 1 second behind. Very close. Let's see close early games.
And this is... Grez is a weird split, because, like... I think it's the shortest one. And it's also, like, mostly movement, but then there are just a couple instances where there's enemy position RNG. And so then it's like, okay, I did this really well, but then I lost a lot of time, and I don't know why. Oh, and Marcus did... What was that Grez kill? I missed the beginning of it.
Yeah, me too. We're bad commentators.
But basically, with Grez, like, she wakes up when you first hit her with your nail, so you want to hit it as far away as possible, optimally.
Yeah. Oh, Aksel doing the short hop. We love to see it. Why does that work? Why does it just... I don't know.
It's because you have to... That's such a funny short hop video.
It's so dumb.
But it saves to point too, so...
Is it because Jennifer's, like, aggro thing is higher, or...?
It's because you can't dash until you hit the ground, I think.
Oh.
Because you're dashing under Jennifer. Oh, good damage tank for Marcus.
Yes, Marcus doing the Creed strat, yes.
Oh my god, that was so good. I have never gotten that, but that's... Marcus getting sent to the left by the Far Husk, which pushes him closer to Sly, and then he also took 3 damage because it ran to the left. So he only had to take 2 on the other side of that loading zone. That was just so good.
And that's the idea of taking 3 is that you're moving to Sly while you're taking the damage tanks rather than just standing still.
Exactly. Good shade skip.
Missing 1 slash, retrying.
But goes back for 1 slash. This is fascinating. And he makes it in. That's good.
What is he gonna do? Go for 2 slash?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone that would do that. Yeah, 1 slash is like... It's hard, but it's also like very consistent. Like if you do the exact same thing every time, it will just work, so...
Such a good strat, man. It's so good.
It's so much better than 2 slash. It's kind of insane.
So Marcus gonna be making up a little bit of time with the cleanup. Aksel had a bit of a rough cleanup.
Aksel also doing 1 slash. Oh no!
No, dude, what?
Oh, you have to hold those. So Aksel had it. Like he landed, but he still had the wall cling after touching the corner. You gotta trust it to make it into the water for those. See, wall jumped just a little bit too early, and now he doesn't have it anymore.
This is so sad.
Yes, it's just tragic. But he made the right call to continue going, because at that point, going back and doing a backup strat is slower. Which is kind of confusing. Like, it looks like you save so much time with wall cling storage.
It's
and
like
certainly
2
you
seconds.
do. But yeah, like, it's...
Oh.
You spend so much time setting up.
Aksel did a weird... I think he missed a dash earlier, so he did it on the dream pedestal.
Oh, does he get soft lock?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Yeah, I've definitely had that happen a couple times as well. That's quite scary. Oh, Marcus, okay. Oh my god.
I think Lep can answer your question, Strat, better than I can.
Let's see. You'd lose the walking storage if you climb to the wall before entering the water. You would, but if you're going in at an arc and you still have walking storage, it's impossible to cling the wall. because it's to the left
So
of you.
Axel, like, pressed left because he thought he didn't get it.
Well, he was
Is that what
holding
you-
left. He lost it because he wall jumped
Okay.
before
I see.
entering the water. Yeah.
Best plats, yes.
His plats, yeah. Axel going neutral a couple of times though, so unfortunately not really getting the benefit. Oh, Marcus does the pogo. So,
I
this
am an
is
upslash enjoyer.
you're an up slasher.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate to see it, dude. So this was probably the most recent strat I think that was found. For any transition walking storage, which you'll see a couple of times, like that resting grounds one where you like hold a wall as you're going into transition, you technically only need to be touching the wall. And so what we found is that if you pogo or up slash, you'll still be right next to the wall, but you can't cling a wall while you're nail slashing. And so you don't lose time to slowing down from the wall cling. Oh, Axel got
Oh,
it
and
too.
Axel
Wow.
gets hit. And Axel's a pogo enjoyer.
This is
This
just the
is-
way of the world.
It's so insane. I think we're gonna get 232s now. Because they're both the same one.
Mm-hmm. This makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus does the turnaround slash.
I can't do that. It's impossible. I always
It's extremely
too much
hard.
height. Yeah.
So on the way into Grez, or on the way into G-Husk, you pogo the big enemy, and it takes a fireball and 2 nail slashes to kill that big enemy, or an RNG double hit from the fireball. So if you do get the pogo on the big enemy, you can turn around slash to do the second nail hit, and that'll guarantee that it dies on the way out. But it's very tight to hit. So it's impressive that he not only went for it, but then also got it. Oh, Axel, okay. A little...
Yeah, just not having to depend on the double is so nice. Because you can just full send with your dashes.
Because you can't see the enemies as you're leaving, obviously, so it can be
Yeah.
a little scary.
Marcus having a good backup on the retry of the lever skip.
Yeah, surprised he didn't take damage.
Yeah. Once you miss it, you're just like, oh my gosh, dude. And then you just keep missing it. Just fireballing a little right. Okay, Axel choosing to heal. Definitely a respectable thing. Depends on how much soul he gets here, but he might have to dream now. Or he will just start the fight with lower soul.
Oh. Oh, this is such a rough opener. Okay.
So yeah, Axel gonna dream now.
And so Marcus is notorious for being probably the best at Watcher Knights. Like in the whole community, we all kind of turned to him for advice.
Yeah.
And no pressure, of course, but I just want you to pay attention to like the situations where he fits in hits for soul, because obviously most of your damage is fireballs, but to cast you need the soul. So he's like very particular about where he sneaks in an extra hit. This backup strat that he does, where the Watcher in front of him is nailing, and he like backs up and casts a fireball. That was something that he made, and it's extremely good in a lot of situations.
It's so good.
Because
Like,
you're
I've
able to
never
keep
seen-
your position, so you can fireball and hit both of them, basically. So that was, yeah, very solid fight for Marcus.
Ooh, that was a really nice triple. Ooh, gets a stack. Okay, not really.
Should go here.
Okay. Axel won't be losing time from that, right?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
There's like probably like 2 seconds of like a room where you can kill the first knight and then kill the second knight without losing time with the spawning positions or the timing.
Although some, Marcus has suggested that desyncing the knights, that is like letting the first one spawn and then having the second one spawn in the last pair, might be better in some situations. Because you're spending more time attacking a knight, and then their positioning is also usually better for a stack. So it's not always bad if they're desynced, it just depends on how the first pair goes.
And then obviously for third pair you want to have, or last pair, you want to have them to be synced.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, first pair should be synced, but then second pair, they're already in such terrible positions that them being desynced doesn't matter as much. Another walking storage from Marcus here. Goes for the pogo again. I think he got it. Yes.
Nice.
That one is much smaller time save, but that object is so annoying. But yeah, in my opinion, the Wolfing Sword's movement there is just easier also. Like, if you get it, it's easier to make it up to the relic.
8.5. Sorry. But yeah, Marcus's PB Watch Nights was really bad. No, like, it was bad RNG. But like, so yeah, time save. I don't know what I'm saying, man.
Well, uncharacteristically bad, right? Like, you'd expect.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Watcher Knights is like it can go so well in practice so often, and then in runs it's just a completely different beast.
Yeah.
Ooh, unfortunate enemy RNG for Marcus. He couldn't go for the Wolfing Storage there.
Did Aksel get the Wolfing Storage?
I did not see. I don't know if he goes for it.
Is Marcus 1 Geo short? Yes. Kill 2 Raptors.
Okay, gets sent the right way. Nice
Beautiful.
Raptors. And good RNG on this Rava too. Oh, just perfect, honestly.
Amazing. Just honestly, I'm just amazed.
I'm jealous. And Pogo, dude. Okay, that is like seriously the best situation you could hope for, and it was executed so well.
Yeah. Is it
so pleased.
better to dash earlier? Because I like dashing later so I can see the Jennifer.
It makes no difference. It makes it a little easier to land on the platform if you need to, but if you dash later, you can see the Jennifer. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was extremely good. And so that was right side rafters. It's very tough, and understandably not everybody does it. So I think, like you said, yeah, Axel's doing left side here.
That was a really good damage tank.
Yeah, just again, like really perfect.
Oh my gosh, this enemy is just so good.
I love these sentries. Oh, okay, good backup though.
Backup.
Yeah, just solid. Honestly, Rafters is a really weird thing. Like, we don't get stuff like Rafters often where it's like, okay, everything's changing right now. You need to learn a new thing. Like, that just is not a thing that happens in NMG very much. And so there was...
There hasn't been a major route change in, like, a really long time.
A really, really long time. And so there was a transitionary period where it's like, everybody needs to learn this new thing that's extremely hard and not like anything else that we do. And it was kind of like a standout part of the run because of that, but I feel that a lot of people have pretty comfortably integrated it into their play at this point. Like, a lot of... For a while, it was just hit it and move on, but now it seems like there's focus on optimizing it, like getting a good Rafters.
Yeah.
And certainly both of them executed it really well. That was just what reminded me of that. Oh, nice menuing from Marcus. I love that.
The CPS is just too good. Oh, Aksel doing the double pogo. Very good situational awareness.
Yes.
Yes!
Skate King movement. Yes.
Yes, dude.
Yes. Everybody should learn that movement, dude. Man, it's so good.
It's so good.
Oh, really good infected gunfire
like
from Marcos.
A frame perfect landing after the pogo.
Yeah.
I thought that dash was too early. We are fine though.
Got one chain. Marcus noticed, if you might notice, he jumped like extra high to try to get the chain. Counterintuitively, the farther you fall from a chain, the easier it is to hit because of the way the game interprets how you're grounded. Like, you need to... Anyway, it's...
The game makes a lot of sense, as you can see.
It makes very much sense. Oh, no.
Okay, gonna retry it. That's probably the play for a race.
Yeah, everyone's very stubborn about this. I feel like nobody wants to reset the room, but like a lot of the time it is the right play. And so now he's gonna get it.
Ah! No, dude. Okay.
What?
No. Ah! Sorry.
He's okay.
Okay. Okay. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Man, he had it too, but that's the classic keyboard though. Oh.
Dude, that just hurts so bad.
But he did go the other way. I mean, yeah, you just got to move on at that.
Yeah. Is it faster to go the other way? I don't.
Than to reset the room?
Yeah.
It surely is faster to reset the room. I guess it depends how bad the mistake was.
Or if the Glenback is on the left.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and the rest of this is looking pretty good for Marcus. He did not get dog cycle, but
That is really far right. I just love the miner.
Okay, he's gonna go for it though? Okay.
Very good back up.
Yeah. That's the thing about it being far right is that it makes the left side back up a little better. So
Yeah.
that was a good decision by Aksel, I think.
But once the miner moves like to the right, you have to do like a neutral dash, pogo, and then move left. It's so difficult to save.
Yeah. You can like wiggle as well, but it's just so like what a weird adjustment to make mid-run. Right, and Marcus recently got this room sub, so my eyes are peeled on these strats.
Like a smaller jump here.
Oh, to land further left, so you don't. Okay.
Right.
And got the cling.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, that was extremely good.
The room sub strats are just too good.
He's just too good.
22-33. That is a very solid 32-4x pace.
Okay.
Even with a missed Pog-X twice. Just too good.
Again, it's holding that composure, I think, is really important. Like,
yeah,
you just got to move on, and it seems like he has, which is good.
Like the mistakes that only lose. I don't know. How do you describe them? Like.
Oh,
like the one...
Aksel did the optimization as well. That's like a very new thing. I'm kind of surprised he's already implemented that.
Like the mistakes that only lose the time that it loses.
Yeah, right. We were talking about that at the end of my race with Guanqi, where like some mistakes lose the amount of time that the mistake loses, and some like have a cascade effect. And so especially for the mistakes that only lose the amount of time they lose, you really have to make sure that you can just write it off immediately.
Aksel kick.
Oh, Marcus going for an extra hit of soul. This is interesting. I'm curious if he'll skip one in archives.
Look at the 14 seconds. Nothing in the split could lose any runner 14 seconds.
This is
My mind is fried. Pogo? Oh, you'll have to see it.
I didn't know he went for this one.
Oh, wait.
What?
Huh? Is that lag?
Oh, goodness. That was...
I just have no idea.
So Marcus didn't get dash speed out of that bulking storage, so one of two things happened. He either had a very unfortunate timed lag frame, which killed his speed, or he pressed right after the dash was over, so he had walk speed for the walking storage instead of dash speed.
Bad strat.
Bad strat. Do not do that strat.
A mistake that has never happened before in the history of anything. It's just a bad strat.
Just a bad strat.
Okay, this should not be an extra here.
No, I wouldn't think so. This is a fascinating lure, but... yeah, this is like exactly the height you want conventionally.
Yeah. I mean, going low on the first cycle is fine, but like... Oh, that's bad.
This is recoverable? Don't do the C-dash? Oh, no. Okay, you got a slow attack, it's fine.
Okay, let's see. Nice, very well timed.
Damage tank?
Damage tank. And 3-3, maybe.
Oh, it's high, it's high?
Oh. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Aksel, I'm not going to be having an extra as well. This is just a bad pattern.
This is, yeah, just very unfortunate.
Doing up slashes, that makes the first cycle a lot easier because of the distance you have to travel.
Marcus gonna heal, presumably for the walking storage in case he misses it.
I respect it.
Yeah, I think it's fine for her.
Should not be an extra here. Nice. And
first fireball didn't hit.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, dude. This game sucks.
That is so sad. So Aksel was a little bit early on that first cast and it didn't hit. That's...
oh, that's just the... problem. I take back what I said before. That is the worst mistake in Hollow Knight.
Okay, so a slightly faster 3-cycle than Marcus is, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Less damage on the end. I don't know how much the RNG mattered there, but...
oh, dude, that just hurt so bad. Yeah. It was fine.
But at least they both got that, right? It's not really a particular deficit to either side.
Yeah, sure.
And both getting the Volcanic Storage as well.
So I'd say like 10 seconds of separation.
Ricks?
Ricks?
My eyes are peeled.
You're about to get fired. Okay, there we go.
Exactly, yeah, 10 seconds. You're a genius.
I'm just too good. Sure, Aksel was on PB pace. I wouldn't be surprised because it was a fairly low Macho Knight's transition time.
Aksel doesn't have his splits up on his stream, unfortunately, so we actually can't check.
I just cannot believe this.
This is so sad. Solid exit movement from Marcus here. Oh. Yeah, very well
The Mega
played.
I'd say this is probably one of the best rooms in the game that Aksel's in right now. It's just
it's probably some of the best movement. It is so fun. And
too
Marcus.
high. Oh no.
Okay. Oh no. Thankfully, we live in a world post Den quit out, so this is not like a huge deal.
45.
Marcus did get an extra hit of soul in the Fog Canyon room, so I think he's gonna go for the 1/pitch arena. Got the turnaround slash there.
So, does he even need hits here or one
Up slash, yeah. Yeah, he does. So that saves like 0.5 as opposed to having a pogo.
No, dude, that hurts. That is.
Oh my god, I got a slide one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's the most. Okay.
Interesting QGAs here.
Yeah. Aksel also has full soul.
Oh. Because he had a 3-cycle and got through Drew Nails.
Mm-hmm. So, I better not see Aksel hitting any enemy on this way. Okay, that's not what I meant, but...
Okay, healing. Oh, but now needs 2 Fogos and a side slash. Let's see if he knows the backup strat.
So he can do a wall jump forward slash here. I don't think he realized.
Oh my, he's so good! Wait, what?!
I have not seen that one before. I'm actually really surprised that didn't work, though.
I'm so confused.
This is so sad. But honestly didn't lose a bunch of time. He reacted to it really well, so.
Yeah. Marcus turning around in the transition. You hate to see it.
Sucks to lose time. Sucks to hypothetically lose a frame.
It's literally hypothetical, like...
He probably lost a frame.
Wait, 50-50. If it lands on heads, he lost a frame.
I'm not speaking during this section.
Me neither. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, so overall good trap bench from Marcus. I don't think there were any major mistakes there. I'd be curious to see what the segment time was, actually. And same from Aksel. I mean, obviously, Pressure Arena wasn't ideal, but I think since then he's done a good job of recovering, so...
That's so good.
Right.
Like, Fogo is so comfy.
Yeah.
Did Marcus do that too? Or I was paying attention.
No, I don't think so. And Marcus, of course, doing Den quit out. Because he's a genius.
Just too good, honestly.
Just too smart and good. And cool.
And cool. Oh, no.
Oh, so you went for the turnaround slash there? The thing with Den quit out is you sacrifice all your soul.
Okay.
That's a funny sentence, but...
I'd say that strat is even newer than the... Oh
no. It's not like the end of the world. This is still okay. Yeah, just take it patient here, because you really want to be able to damage tank at the end. And his soul is good, so...
Okay. It's still fine. As long as this guy... No, dude! Oh my god, that's so unlucky. Bad. Can we name that devout, like, idiot or something?
Sure. Oh my god, they both got the pogo backup on devout skip. That's a reaction backup, and that's extremely hard to do, so that's...
Oh no. Okay.
What is Aksel?
Aksel on 2 health. Aksel fell down a little bit, and that wall jump is so dumb to get. It's so hard. Oh my. Okay.
This is a little tricky for Marcus. He can't have full soul going into the devout because it's gonna... Or, well, where does it spawn, actually? He's capped on how much he can collect because of his shade.
Okay, Aksel having a very good second half. Wait, what?
Oh, Marcus. Okay, so he has to go get his shade, and yeah, he's one cast short here, so he's got to do some weird devout strats. And Aksel is in, so yeah, I think Aksel is comfortably ahead at this point. Okay, Marcus has enough Geo. I didn't actually see if Aksel does.
I think Aksel should. I don't know.
I seem to remember Aksel having enough, yeah.
Okay. Like, it's a big enough deficit that like THK RNG alone doesn't really have a say in this.
Yeah, Aksel just kind of needs to keep his cool at this point, I think.
Yeah.
And he does have enough Geo, so he's out. I think also because of Marcus's backup devout strat, he probably doesn't have soul here. We'll have to see. Yeah, he's empty, so he can't do fireball traditionally. He's either gonna have to get extra soul on this devout, or he won't be able to do it. He's going back? Okay. And I think that's worth it. Fireball. Yeah, fireball saves a ridiculous amount of time, so that was still the right call, I think. He did get pretty unlucky with the devout again, though. Yeah, looking clean from Aksel. Oh, Marcus does wiggle strats. Those are scary, but faster. So
yeah, I have PTSD from it, from losing 5 seconds in my 3204.
Yeah. And yeah, all solid from Aksel. Got the early control. Didn't hard fall, so this is again pretty much his race to lose. Like he just needs to execute well enough. No blob pogo.
No blob pogo.
This is so sad.
That strat is so unbelievably hard to get your finger down to your pogo button. I don't know.
Here's my thought. It's not that hard if you time your pause and unpause.
Yeah.
But nobody's on that level except Curry.
But that's what I do.
You time both of them?
Wait. Wait, I like do it. I pause later because I have like a frame 1 dash for some reason. So I pause once I clear the platform and then unpause.
Oh.
But not really timing them. So I don't know. Yeah, this is a very reasonable 34 4x.
For Marcus?
For Aksel.
34? Wait, is this not 33 phase?
Oh, sorry, 33 4x. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. I was like, this seems like a pretty solid THK so far. In first phase, 3 slashes and dashes are generally what you look for. The spin attack is good too, but yeah, a lot of dashes. That was quite good.
You can't get a slam in first phase, right? Only second.
You cannot.
Okay. Yeah, the second phase just has so much RNG. Yeah, you can get soul stabs, the slams.
But that doesn't mean that you're less likely to get a parry in second phase. Oh, Aksel getting a fountain.
Really good attack.
Probably the best attack besides dashes.
Yeah,
because it's just so much time spent.
Beautiful.
Not getting that. And get scream skip.
That was like so well timed. I feel like after scream skip, there's always a slam every single time.
Very often. All right, and Aksel gets it. So yeah, GG to Aksel. That was certainly he had to hold his composure to keep the lead, and he absolutely did. I think that was just very well played overall.
Very good scream skip from Marcus as well.
And Marcus right behind.
Yeah, so the winner of this is facing Glonky, and that will decide the first seed. But yeah, for a 3-cycle Umu, that is very good.
Yeah, actually, that's level. Kind of amazing. To be honest, that was extremely good run for Aksel standards. Just, yeah, I mean, you could see it too. Like, a lot of it was just really well executed. I can't really recall major mistakes from Aksel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Marcus. About the death, I think that did determine this race, unfortunately.
That is just such a good command. But yeah, GG's to these runners.
GG's. Yeah, really good race. I was a fan. Like, just generally speaking, it was really well executed on both sides. Unfortunate in a lot of respects, but
I mean, but like, yeah, just like the unfortunate things from Marcus, like Miss Pogak's 3-cycle, and then everything else was very good.
yeah. Notably Rafters too, which was, yeah, that was like flawless.
Yeah.
Which is extremely hard to do, obviously.
And then Aksel just played very well around besides the 3-cycle.
Yeah, just extreme consistency. I mean, this is 15 seconds off of Aksel's PB with a 3-cycle. Like, that's pretty much matching execution of his PB. So that's really impressive.
Aksel, I think, has had 2 underdog matches now, so that Aksel being 4-0 is very impressive for having a 33 PB. Hello.
Hi.
Runners, hello.
Runners.
Gamers, hello.
Not much of a gamer today, sadly.
Yeah, that was just so unfortunate.
I think more than the Den Death, I was focused on how good your Rafters was, genuinely.
It was insane.
It was like the best possible thing you could hope for. It was extremely good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was happy with that. That's like something I'm very consistent on, at least. I actually missed it a couple times in my last few runs, including in warm-up. I died there even in warm-up. But yeah, I've been overall very consistent with it, and that was just like best RNG on the Rava as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And Watchernet's very good too, right?
For both, yeah. It was,
yeah.
what was your segment time, do you know?
My segment time for that Watcher Night is a 120, which is a 107 old split.
07, yeah.
102
nice.
So,
so it's like about, average-ish.
Yeah, certainly not below average, I would say. Like it's
no, that's like acceptable, I'd say. Yeah. If you're not going for like 31 or something, like really, really good. But yeah, that devout, and then did you guys see he backed up all 3 times? No, all 3. All 3.
And then he opened when you went for the soul for Firebell. Like it was just so
yeah,
just miserable. Honestly, it's
but overall, I mean, like I don't know what was happening, or I could feel before this race started that I was just not gonna do that well, and then like my Mothling Cloak was like the worst I've had in ages, and
yeah, that was quite unfortunate.
The Pogax thing, I don't even know.
Yeah, that was
my brain was just not calibrated correctly today.
For some things, I think it was unfortunate how much time you lost for such minor mistakes. Because, like, in general, I think you played very consistently. So,
did the devout charge?
Okay, but I am very curious, Aksel. You played within 15 seconds of your PB with a 3-cycle. So first, I have to know if your PB has 3-cycle because I don't know.
No.
It does not. So this is just literally like the time loss from 3-cycle is about, I would say about 50 seconds. That makes sense to me. I guess it depends on the RNG, but yeah, you just played extremely well. Like the whole time, just directly on pace.
Yeah,
any
except for VS, I had a
that was with VS too.
a 341 VS. GG.
But yeah, you just played like overall. Was there like any split that was bad besides VS and Umu?
Crystal Peaks, I failed. I missed
Pogax.
Oh, that's right. But you got the backup.
Oh yeah, you got
So it was like, not ideal, but it was pretty quick recovery overall.
I never go left side, so I was glad to get it for second time.
Yeah, actually, I think that's something that came up a lot actually throughout the race. Is like there were a lot of times where a mistake was made, and it's like, okay, to get back in this, Aksel needs to maintain composure, and you just kept doing it. Like the same thing happened with Petra Arena, where like you were low soul and you didn't get the double, but then the Petra was just dead immediately anyway.
Oh yeah, I healed, but I think that was a
huge mistake. I didn't realize that I did it that soul. And then for the 2 Petras, I was like, oh wait, I need one more soul.
Yeah.
So, what happened with the WCS and archives? Was it like a lag frame or
Oh yeah.
For
Who-
who?
For
for
Marco, sorry.
archives WCS for Marcus? Yeah.
Oh, no, that is literally just my brain being slow today and forgetting to hold right during the
Mhm.
dash. So I pressed it like, I guess the same frame it stopped because I was moving left out of it. It was weird,
Yeah.
but it was just the slowest thing
It was
ever.
walk
Yeah, I
speed, right?
literally.
Like it's...
Yeah, but that's just I don't know what's off about my brain, but like basically, I guess you could see it in the run. The mistakes I made, I could only go off of muscle memory today. So anything that was somewhat unexpected or weird, and I crumbled. That's basically what happened in this run. Like all of my big mistakes. Because I don't know what it is, but I have some like weird like I can't like think straight, so I just have to just let my muscle memory do the work. And if something unexpected happens, like with the Umu or the Pogax or whatever, then yeah, or that Den. I mean, I wouldn't even have died in Den if I didn't do the Parker, like getting hit by Parker and then dashing into the spikes.
Yeah. That's
If
a
I just
pretty... Yeah.
didn't dash, I'm fine, but I couldn't react in time.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't think of what to do.
Well, and that's a good point where like that's such a hard middle ground to strike in running where like if you think about what you're doing too much, you trip up. So obviously you need to devote so much of it to muscle memory. But then yeah, you still have to be like attentive enough in the background to catch yourself whenever the muscle memory falters. So I think that's a really good point to bring up.
Yeah, because you can see, like, I mean, obviously my like Watcher Knight fight at this point, I've built enough into muscle memory that I don't have to think much about the fight. But then other things, I still, if you make one small mistake, and then something unexpected happens, and you're not ready for that, then you have to think on the spot. And if you're not like in a state of mind where you can do that, then it's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, GG, really well played, Axel.
GG, Marcus.
From
Okay.
both sides, honestly. I think it was a fantastic race. Minorly unfortunate, but we got some good play, so always a treat. Any closing remarks from either side? Any last notes before we head out here?
Oh, we need to make a name for the devout. We gotta do it.
so we can yell at it when it backs up.
I'm gonna pitch in 3 ideas. I have dirtbag, trash bag, and bad person.
These are very compelling.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Travis.
Clearly we need a community vote for this, so
Yeah,
we'll put this one in the polls.
We need someone who's good at backing it up,
Michael Jackson, because like the moonwalk, like
Oh, see now, okay. This poll. Very excited for the results of this one.
Very excited.
Okay. I think that's all from us then. Next race is Noodles versus Slow on Wednesday. Time, of course, depends on where you are. It's 4:30 PST, 7:30 EST. I think like 11:30 UTC.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Wednesday. Keep your eyes peeled. And thanks so much, everybody, for coming by.
Congrats.
Thank
Or
you.
Congratulations again. Yes,
Thank you,
GG's.
everyone.
Thank you so much for the race. It was a treat.
That the
Thank
race
you for
streamer.
coming on a stream.
Have a good one, y'all.
And yeah,
Bye.
thank you, everybody.
Bye.